Well, Tyler Perry is the latest guy whose head is on the chopping block. He's accused of assault, and they're coming for him. There's a guy, Derek Dixon, right? He's an individual accusing Tyler Perry of sexual harassment, work environment harassment, workplace gender violence, violation of the Ban Act, sexual battery, sexual assault, negligent retention, intentional infliction of emotional distress. So this guy. He's accusing Tyler Perry of doing all kinds of things, right? So Tyler Perry is in hot water, right? So they get on September 2019 an initial encounter at studio opening party. Allegations: Tyler Perry singled out Derek Dixon, who was working as an event staff for legendary events at Perry's studio opening party in Atlanta. Perry asked Dixon about his employment status and whether he was an actor, initiating context. This marked the beginning of Perry's alleged interest in Dixon, setting the stage for subsequent interactions. Early October 2019, phone numbers exchanged the inappropriate text, alleged on allegations. On the last day of the party, Perry insisted on exchanging phone numbers with Dixon and texted him, asking about his dreams and aspirations. Perry requested an audition over the phone, and after Dixon sent pictures of himself in a Halloween costume, sent a suggestive text. I was going to say, your cowboy needs a sugar daddy, followed by comments implying he wanted to be Dixon's sugar daddy. Man, this thing is crazy. Context. These texts are alleged to be the first instance of inappropriate sexual innuendo, despite Dixon's attempts to redirect the conversation, right? So then on November 3rd, 2019, offer of employment with ominous warning. Allegations: Perry texts Dixon offering to find him a job and change his life with a warning. Be careful hanging around me. I cause dreams to dream bigger. The next day, Perry emailed Dixon and offered to play Dale in the TV series Ruthless, describing it as a small role that could grow. Context: the offer is alleged to be part of Perry's pattern of using professional opportunities to create dependency, with the warning hinting of ulterior motives. Mid-November 2019, filming Ruthless. Allegation: Dixon filmed the role in Ruthless. During this period, Perry allegedly began sending flirtatious text messages, including one expressing jealousy when Dixon was seen walking with another man named Brad, right? But let's get into what the news is reporting about this, because this is hot on the press. Check this out.
Now, actor and filmmaker Tyler Perry sued for $260 million over sexual harassment allegations. The complaint filed in Los Angeles accuses Perry of creating a, quote, coercive, sexually exploitative dynamic with actor Derek Dixon. Dixon was in two of Tyler Perry's shows, The Oval and Ruthless. In a statement to NBC News, Perry's team says this appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam, calling the allegations fabricated claims. Let's bring in NBC's Stephen Romo, who's following this. Stephen, what more do we know about the allegations here?
Yeah, Tom, just going through those allegations in this lawsuit seeking $260 million in damages, alleging sexual harassment, assault, retaliation as well. The direct details include inappropriate touching. As you mentioned, Dixon starred in The Oval with Tyler Perry, and we got this statement from inside the complaint. Tyler Perry has been using his power and influence to molest, abuse, and sexually assault impressionable and vulnerable employees and actors who look to him for guidance and mentorship while pursuing their dreams. So you can read from that, implies there are more people who are alleging this than just Dixon. We have a bit of a timeline here for the relationship that we know, the professional relationship between these two men and the allegations made in this complaint, saying that they met in 2019. The lawsuit alleges that then their relationship moved forward with this professional advancement. And in 2019, Perry offering Dixon a small role in Ruthless. And then in January 2020, that is when Dixon accuses Perry of sexually assaulting him in his home. And in the following month, Dixon alleges that Perry offered him a series regular role in the Oval. Now, we do have comment from Tyler Perry's attorneys saying that this individual appears to have been setting Tyler Perry up. They say that they are alleging that this is a scam and saying, quote, Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. Now, we've also reached out to the attorney for Dixon, and he said that these allegations in the lawsuit stand for themselves. So just the very beginning of this process, but a lot of people are paying attention to this. Tyler Perry, quite successful, quite a bit of fame here, Tom.
Yeah, it will get a lot of attention. Stephen Romo, thank you.
So Tyler Perry could be in serious trouble, right? It says this case arises from a sustained pattern of workplace sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation perpetuated by Tyler Perry, a powerful media mogul, against plaintiff Derek Dixon, a professional actor and screenwriter. Mr. Perry is an American actor, filmmaker, and playwright who has built one of the most successful careers in film and television in the industry. Mr. Perry took his success and power and used his considerable influence in the entertainment industry to create a cohesive, sexually exploitive dynamic with Mr. Dixon, initially promising him career advancements and creative opportunities such as producing his pilot and casting him in his show, only to subject him to escalating actual harassment, assault and battery, right? And professional retaliation with Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate, right? So man, this thing gets real crazy, right? Just like Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Sean P. Diddy Combs, Kevin Spacey, Roger Ailes, and many others in the industry, Mr. Perry's success has led him to believe that money and influence can get him whatever he wants. That belief slowly transformed into the false idea that Mr. Perry can get whomever he wants. There are things in life money can't buy, right? So this guy, man, this dude, Tyler just running all over, just doing him, right? Dixon did his best to tiptoe around Mr. Perry's actual aggression while keeping on Mr. Perry's good side. Mr. Perry made it clear to Dixon that if Dixon ignored Perry or failed to engage with actual innuendos, Dixon's character would die the next season. Indeed, Dixon's character Dale was shot 4 times in the chest at the end of his first season on the Oval. And Perry always held this over Mr. Dixon's head, implying Dale would survive if Dixon kept Perry happy. Now, what was he doing? What was he doing to keep him happy, though? In fact, Perry had made it clear to Dixon that he would often kill characters in order to get an actor to be loyal or obedient. In or around April 2020, while Dixon was living in the studio homes on set, Perry often coerced Dixon to drink alcohol and get him on and get on the phone with Perry. Perry would frequently have someone drop off alcohol to Dixon's door. Perry would eventually turn these phone calls into actual explicit rants. Perry would get frustrated with Dixon and tell Dixon that he was not giving Perry what he needs. Dixon refusal to succumb to Perry's actual advances caused Perry to be even more frustrated. Man, this dude, man. This dude is a bad dude. Eventually, Perry warned Dixon that if Dixon told his castmates about his harassment, Dixon would be opening himself up to a lot of questions and foolishness, and demanded that Dixon did not discuss any of their conversations with his castmates, right? So then you get down to that Dixon, so then you get to this part, right? Hold on, let's go, right? They get right here where they said it. Dixon liked being choked. Follow Dixon. Why do you twist your hips when you walk? How can I get a day? How can I get a day of Dixon? When will you be thick again? I love how I feel right now, but I don't like being horny. I feel sorry for the first person that flirts with me. I've been trying to put that energy somewhere else, but everything is actual, right? So then we get to, once Perry recognized the extent of control he had over Mr. Dixon, he escalated this behavior. On multiple occasions, Mr. Perry actually assaulted Mr. Dixon, including one instance where he forcibly pulled off Mr. Dixon's clothing, groped his buttocks, and attempted to force himself onto Dixon. Mr. Dixon told a drunken Perry no and attempted to remove Perry's hands, but Perry held tightly onto Dixon's wrist. Mr. Dixon was only able to escape after de-escalating the situation by abruptly changing the subject. What the heck, man? The day after, the day after the assault, Mr. Perry called in text Mr. Dixon relentlessly saying, wait a minute, tried to call me, and I really need to talk to you. Please call as soon as you can. Finally, Mr. Dixon answered Tyler Perry's call. Mr. Perry profusely apologized for the actual assault while blaming it on other things. Perry continued, he didn't know why he would do that. Maybe he was self-sabotaging. On the very same call where he apologized for his actual assault against Mr. Dixon, Perry told Dixon, don't worry, we're going to do your show, referring to the pilot that Perry knew Mr. Dixon had desperately wanted to produce. This is stuff that, man, these people do anything in Hollywood and they know it. Shortly thereafter, Mr. Dixon got a call from Perry's lawyer saying that Christmas had come early and that Dixon was getting a substantial raise, and the show was greenlit. Perry's attorney explicitly warned Dixon not to tell any other actor on the show about Dixon's raise because none of the other actors were getting the raise, only Dixon, right? In or around April 2022, before beginning to shoot the next season of The Oval, Perry called Dixon to discuss the June 21st actual assault. On the phone call, Perry lectured Dixon about how Dixon was overreacting to the actual assault because prior to actual assaults in Dixon's life, Perry said that there was a misunderstanding and miscommunication, and that Dixon needed to say no stronger. In other words, Perry blamed Dixon for the actual assault, claiming that Perry felt that Dixon's no was really yes because Dixon did not say no strongly enough. Man, this thing is crazy. Because the defendant took no action to prevent further actual harassment, Dixon had to quit his job working on the last season of The Oval. Dixon did so even though he was under contract to finish filming and stood to lose $400K. Dixon did not want to be actually harassed or be placed in danger of actual assault again, right? Defendant then retaliated against Dixon. Defendant told Dixon that if he quit and told other actors why he quit, he would be in breach of contract. Defendants told Dixon that the only way out was to portray his departure from the show as a medical leave due to emotional distress caused by actual harassment. Man, the leave of absence was to be paid medical leave. Instead, defendant made the leave of absence unpaid and therefore terminated plaintiff's employment, causing Dixon's additional loss of income and insult. Right? So this thing is hot on the presses, man. This dude is accused of actual assault. We're going to find out how this thing play out, man. But like I said, they coming after everybody. Everybody getting the smoke. Right now, everybody getting the smoke. And he had another actor that had came out and accused him already before. So, listen, I know more of this is going to come out. This just came out tonight. As more of this come out, we're going to see how this thing play out. But as right now, this is what's being reported. So leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.